Well, hello, this is Gmodism Total Nerdy Channel. And I have some ongoing ship projects that I might as well show off to you so far. And also some minor updates to other vessels. I better show them off. So, this is the upcoming Gmodism Industries Catapult. The Catapult is a mobile missile platform. It's basically a design that will let you fire immensely powerful missiles for its size. Fortunately, it's not very fast. When I'm done with this, the top speed will be about 80, and that's yeah, it's supposed to work at range, because if you come in close, this is not very sturdy. The shield generation is low to keep the energy up so that the missiles can be reloaded. Because we don't want to have any power auxiliary on this, it's too small, so it's more of a risk to have power auxiliary on this vessel. We go with normal power, which means we are limited to 2 million power per second. Because the soft cap, so we have around 1.8 million power per second on this vessel, and that's just sufficient to fill up the energy between the missiles. Even though every single one of these missiles are, of course, they are 100% supported by beam, so it's long-range missiles, the maximum range weapon of the game. This, as said, it's supposed to work from a long range. It's also slower because it fills a function, actually. I thought about this. The other GI battleships are usually 100, top speed of 100. Some a bit higher than that, but you know. That means that this vessel will come to the battlefield after the other ones, which is better because then they can work from a distance. Because if you get in close, the shields will go down very fastly, and you know, it's quite vulnerable actually. But well, it has standard armor, but you know. So we have some quite powerful missiles. We have 4 of each, and now we didn't render that for some reason. Okay, whatever. We have 4 of each missiles. Yeah, so these are the piercing effect, the good all-around missiles that you didn't see. The second ones, we have the punch-through missiles to kill off the enemy armor faster. Then we have the explosive missile to deal some collateral damage, and well, yeah. I'm doing this from my laptop again, so sorry for not seeing everything. Then we have the ion, which is in how many groups? I put the ion missiles in many groups, in 16 groups, so you can fire 16 missiles at once of almost 50% ionized missiles, which means that this blast, they are 16 missiles, so the AMS system will have hard to take them down. Then it's best to fire the punch through to get rid of some armor, then the piercing to deal off rest of the armor, and then explosive to tear through systems. But of course, this vessel is probably maybe more fun to let an AI handle. So you know, maybe the AI will just fire them randomly. That's why the ion missiles are not 100% overdrive, because the AI will fire these anyways, even though they can't deal against shields, you know. They don't think so well. So I think this is an interesting idea. Did I say the name? This is going to be called the Catapult. It's after I thought of the longbow because it's from MechWarrior 4. It's, you know, the Catapult, one of my favorite mechs of the heavy. It's a nice long ranger. Of course, this doesn't even look remotely. Maybe okay, one of these is on one of the shoulders, but that's all the resemblance. Yeah, let's look at the next ship project we have in here. which is the upcoming first ship for the Gmodism Industries Royal Fleet. The fleet that it's more old tech, but a foundation of old tech, and then strapped on some new tech on that. So these ships will mainly deal with antimatter cannon systems, and here you can see we have what is it? Yes, 8 docked cannon per side of the ship. So all these are docked howitzers. They're uploaded on the dock 2. Actually, I just built more howitzers. I can probably just spawn and show them off for you after this, but as you see, this is inspired from Warhammer 40k building style with the broadsides here, and also inspired from old Swedish naval warships. And we will keep the royal blue and yellow instead of gold. I thought to use use some of these ingots, but for making these elaborate shapes around, I found that oops, that's strange. I found that the more smooth standard armor looks better in general after some testing. Anyways, it's not much to look at yet, but you know, it will pack some punch, I believe. It will be equipped with a machine gun punch-through system, rapid fire, you know. A decent system. And then we have the broadside howitzer, so you basically place the ship sideways, and this will start firing at anything that's in around the scope, or it's not too broad, but it's so it's going to be interesting. Let me just, I will spawn in the howitzers that I just built for you. We have the heavy machine gun type 2, we have the howitzer type 2, then we have the howitzer type 3. And this we have here, this is the howitzer type 1, the smallest howitzer. It's 75% overdrive with pulse, so it's a siege cannon, of course, howitzer. It's also 100% explosive. Oh wait, no. I'm outside this, yeah? Good. Okay, now. This is the machine gun version, because when I made a howitzer, I just got an idea of the fatter kind of machine guns on, I think it may be I've seen some model slightly before Second World War machine gun. I'm not sure actually, but you can see it's a bit fat system, and then it's threaded off to a slightly smaller system. So it's basically a medium supportive weapon, and this is of course extra efficient to place in front of your vessel, like a front firing cannon, like the auto cannon docked to the Adramalek. But a bit easier to install. You basically need a maximum three blocks deep and 5x5 basically hole, where you just install this, fit it snugly, and then just activate it from underside here. You can go to the Bobby AI, and then it will do its own thing. So it's a 162 block system, so it's kind of heavy. 80% support, so it's decently fast. It does not support itself energy-wise, of course. It can fire a few shots or burst, with its own fire, but it's of course supposed to take the rest of the energy from the main ship. It's just basically that we want to be able to move it around. That's why we added some energy systems, because very small turrets don't need that, but quite heavy turrets might benefit from that. Here we have the howitzer, which is best placed on the side, or can also be placed on front, but it's a slower system, so it's pretty straightforward. It's around the same model. It looks really good to be placed in groups. It's quite uncomplex, as too much detail on this would drag from the main ship. This is slightly bigger, 195 block system, a little faster fire than the small howitzer, because it's bigger, so we can have some really good penetration from this system. So that's why that doesn't need to be any bigger than that. And then we jump into the Type 3 howitzer. I'm especially pleased with the design of the Type 3 howitzer. It looks really intimidating. It's also a very big system, so you can't fit this on anything really. You have to have a pretty decent thing, decent, really big thing. If you want to place this as a broadside cannon, you need a pretty big ship to have, 5 of these of each side. It looks really intimidating. I'm really happy with, the design of it. Of course, as it's bigger, you have more freedom with design. It's actually easier to design a bigger ship than it is to design a smaller ship. It's much more challenging to make a very good looking small ship. Or small entity in general. Of course, it can take much time to make really big things, but it's easy to make nice details. This howitzer, it's pretty intimidating. 780 block system. It's only 50% support from explosive and 50 from the pulse, because it deals so much damage anyways. One projectile is 66,000. It says almost 40 blocks penetration, so it's a nice system. Now, due to my laptop, I'll just spawn in the other 2 improved vessels for you, and we have a look at them, or just one of them actually. I show them one by one. We begin with the updated Adramalek Titan. Alright, it's now spawned in, and we have been updating this a bit to make it better and cooler. As the name Adramalek, which is the name of a very powerful demon, I thought that the horns needs finally to be added to add some intimidation to the ship here. So I'm actually happy with the design. It looks really unique. It looks cool with its new horns, I think. Maybe. What do you think? When having red light on top, they look kind of blood-stained basically, which is, I guess, an intimidating look. It goes quite well with the general design, I think. Not decided. Maybe I changed my mind and removed them, but it had to be added. This is the B6 version anyways. And you can see here we have some red lights here because I thought they added some good feeling and depth to it, which is lacked before. So it really nice with these red lights here that complement the orange pipe here. We also continued with some red lights here in the ribbing to make it more unison, and it looks much more intimidating from the side now. I won't turn on the the seeker missiles because I have valuable stuff over there. Anyways, here we also have some red lights here to complement and bring the whole structure together. I won't bring every detail we added. There is some small thing here and there that has been added, but these this turret that was here before, the diamond has been changed to a Nova to bring some more firepower, basically, because the penetration of the Nova is pretty deep, so they destroy advanced armor easily, so and the Demon does not destroy advanced armor so easily, so it's better to pack some more punch, you know, so we have some more defense from the side. Yeah, detail changes, added red lights. Let's see here. Let's go on. 2, because there is an interior fixer, as well as some holo art. You can see we have the GI logo pasted on the side that with holo art. And if you go, not on this side, no. If you go into the ship, you can see we have the Adramalek, the Titan class holo art right there for you. And I think it looks really cool with the holo art going on. And we also have the GI here. I've added the Adramalek and you know, more, just some minor details. And let's turn on the beacon lights. I don't know why lights are so slow, but you know. Anyways, the interior, you can see we have a slight update to it. Not much really. And the personal turret, some storage, you know. Change the text to orange. I guess that's basically that. Not too much more than that. But still it looks better. We now turned on, we have indicators for the light here, and the beacon lights are turned on, and it looks really good with a red, blue, small, almost whiskers there. Anyways, if you go into the ship, I've added this little hood here, so basically that you know what's straightforward. This gives a good indication of where the automated systems are able to shoot our docked cannon. So that's that. Let's see here, get out of this. We also updated the not the Yakupa Center, the Dvermakt to version 3. Here, should load that into. It loaded pretty fast last time, so maybe we can count on it loads fast this time too, I don't know. We have a little delay on stuff here, it's a bit interesting. I thought I tried to remove that one. I think it might go faster when I pause the game. Yes, I will buy a new computer. After Christmas probably, but you know, it's expensive. I'm actually considering if I should buy a computer that's a new laptop, a new Acer laptop, it will be in that case, or if I should build a microcomputer, but as I will go to Japan again, I will have a problem with the power grid, as the Japanese power grid is 100 volt and the Swedish power grid is 100 and what am I sitting in now? I'm sitting in one of the docked cannons. It's 140 volts. So that's interesting. Let's go to the... Basically it's 140 volts in Sweden and 100 in Japan, so the power adapter or power grid is completely different, so I don't need if I could just use a laptop cord or something to power a microcomputer that I build myself, but I don't know. Or I just buy a new laptop. This is the new version of the Dvermakt. You can see we have changed many turrets. We have put the updated version here. We just added some rail speed enhancer because it was so slow. It's still slow. It's just faster than before. Some holo art on this too. Dvermakt is written there. And this is now the output for the Pulsar. We have a single output and it's blue and nice, a bit stronger and a bit better. We added the long-range anti-shield turrets here, the Terra Mark 9. We also added, you see this nice Discer. Well, we added 2 more of the Discer down here to deal some more damage. In addition to 4 small beam turrets. These do very minor damage, don't get me wrong, they only pack 6 blocks each, but they look so amazingly cool that I have to have them there anyways. And of course they do help, and yes, they don't take much energy from the ship anyway, so why not? Why not? They look nice. Well, of course they deal damage, so it's not that, it's just it will take a few shots for them to get down a block of advanced armor, so yeah. And you see this, of course they help good against hull fighters, but we upgraded the Defender to the John Silver version to pack much more damage in them too. And we also made some interior updates, if I can see if I can remember those. We added some flowers here and there, and to just improve the design of the interior generally. Now what more? We upgraded the transporter looks, and we added a toilet. We added a toilet actually, WC and shower. So we basically needed a bathroom because it's, you know, a more RP-centered ship, and people were actually coming on that. Where's the toilet? Where's the bathroom? So here we added a bathroom. It's very small. We have a little, you know, standard bathroom with some tentacle showers. They're super nice to stand in, you know, these tentacle showers, very nice. They will clean you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should show off the Pulsar here. Here we have. Oh, did I show the missile gate? I believe I did. I should have at least. Well, they're not a new feature, but this opens up the gate to the missiles. We should turn on the battle pulse, which is the clock for the battle pulse. And have a look at that. Oops. Interesting. Let's see here, did I miss anything? Did we add any new systems? No. The battle pulse is now anyways coming from this part here. So it's a bit more, it looks a bit more appropriate. Of course, this battle pulse doesn't deal so much damage. Honestly, this system is more for show. Of course, it will kill any astronauts or any drones that come too close, but it's a very small area. So I'd say that this pulse is probably best to use when you basically park the ships in brawling combat range just in front of a station and just let it do its damage while you board the station or something like that. But it's a cool system. Also, I posted some suggestions on the suggestion forums that the pulse should be upgraded so that it's not the spherical damage but more a cone of damage going out. Somebody commented on that thread and said that my idea was basically to make it a flamethrower in space, and I think that would be a great use for the pulse, to make it a, you know, maybe not short distance, but maybe as far as you see, you know, to the right, make it work to about that distance, and make the damage be really heavy in that range, so that you basically could harm big ships with a small ship, basically. Well, there has been improvements interior. You can see the interior looks a little bit better now. You know, that's basically the minor updates. But anyways, You should probably get the new versions if you had the old versions. And tell me in the comments, what did you think about the Catapult idea? What do you think about the Royal Fleet and the horns on the Adramalek? I haven't decided if I should keep that or not, so post any opinions in the comments and I will be seeing you around. Gmodism Total Nerdy Channel, signing out.